Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building with me and Addy. How are we?
I am doing a lot better than I was last week. How amazing!
We're the worst fans in the world. The worst fans in the world.
Fickle,
For after a win, the mood is so different, isn't it?
But it's amazing what a win does, doesn't it? It changes everything, and we're back to being massive and the best team in the world again.
And I actually do now completely agree with every other fan base that hates us at what deluded idiots we all are. All of us. Every one of us. Because we'll get in the game in a minute, but let's be honest, we played about 8 minutes of good football. And we're all going, oh, yeah, it's looking all right, this is, yeah. Oh, Potter, he's all right, he is. He's Club done amazing in the transfer window.
I think it's just because of the dross that we've been made to watch so far that actually looked pretty good. To be fair, I thought it was a really solid away performance. Like Forest,
so did I.
Side.
A very tough place to go.
Yeah, exactly that. And so a performance like that, where you're just organised, you're working hard, you know, trying to nick stuff on the break. That's what you've got to do in the Premier League. But and it was good to see. It was good to see. I thought, full credit, because we have been giving him some stick lately, Potter, and the players, to be fair. Full credit to everyone because, he changed the system, he changed the players, and it takes a lot of balls considering the pressure he is under. And it just worked to treat the players, the players put in a real good performance. And fair play to Potter. Fair play to him.
I think that's what... Like, if I could speak to Potter or anyone at West Ham, and we were saying this after a game, actually, what the West Ham fans actually want, a team that has a go and competes. That's it. That is really, I don't think that's what anyone understands about the West Ham fan base, what we actually want. It's not that we think we should be winning the league or the Champions League or getting into Europe every year. We want a team that battles and has a go. And I think that's it. We're not bothered about getting a result by sitting back. I think that's... And that's where a lot of me last year, and I don't think he is now, because I think we'll get on to that, but where I felt Ange was almost a tailor-made West Ham manager because he has a go. Now... We'll go into that later, I think, about managers and things like that. But I do think in that sense, the West Ham fans would warm to him. But let's keep it on Forest at the minute. Made some big changes.
Big changes.
Little bit harsh on Wan-Bissaka from his performances. But I've got to say, I thought Kyle Walker-Peters was really... It's funny, you've said about Walker-Peters the whole time that you think that was a really good signing and that you think he's done really well when he's come on. And I've probably looked at it more because of what you've said. I keep kind of watching him a little bit. I kind of agree. Quite like him.
He's solid, isn't he? He's a solid player. He won't let you down sort of player. But I do think... Now, I don't know whether it's just because of the formation, but I think Wan-Bissaka's been poor this season. He has been poor. And when Walker-Peters has come on, he's done all right. So maybe it's justified that he got a start. And changes needed to be made. And Wan-Bissaka's been poor. He's been at fault for a lot of goals this season. A fair play to Potter. It's ballsy.
It's nice to see the keeper have Listen, they did. We played against a very poor Forest side that day. Not the Forest side isn't poor, but a very poor Forest team that day.
They had an off day, didn't they?
Very off day.
They had an off day.
Let's be honest. They barely had a shot, really, did they?
No. I can't remember him making a real save to make.
It's funny because I was watching in a bar and I was kind of talking. It was kind of on in the background because all I can remember it was quite a boring game. It was a usual kind of West Ham boring game. How did Fernández do? Because I didn't really see enough to say what he did. So I didn't really see him enough. So I don't want to comment on him without doing it. What did you think?
Yeah, no. Do you know what? I thought we had a really, really promising debut, and I'm what's the word? Was it quietly optimistic about him.
Yeah.
I think he could be a real player for us. And that debut, he just gave us a bit of everything, really. You know, he's got the legs. He was winning the ball back, setting up forward attacks. He set up a really good chance for Paquetá. He gives us a bit of everything, and he had a good performance. I think he could be a real gem for us. He was the most. Out of all our signings, he was the one I was most pleased about. He done well, and he was playing out of position as well. He was playing on the left. He wasn't like an out winger, but he was playing on the left, which he doesn't usually do for Southampton. But he was asked to do a job,
and obviously hasn't really
well.
trained with the team and all that. Like,
no.
so it is.
No.
I'd love to see. Like, there was bits. I thought Lucas Paquetá was brilliant, actually. In parts of where he played, I saw a lot of defending from him actually the other day.
I arguably would say that was probably, I think, his best performance for West Ham.
I agree. And he was the one that I kept. Do you know what it was? That's why I asked about Fernández. And as I say, I hate. I usually watch them, but because I was in a bar and I was with a friend. We were sitting there having a chat, really, 3 friends. I didn't evaluate, but there was one bit where I saw and that's what I didn't know about Fernández. He was jogging back and Paquetá sprinted back and won the tackle. And I looked and I thought, Paul, why is our 21 midfielder not doing that?
I remember what you...
And that was where I thought, he shouldn't be the man doing that. I'd love to see Paquetá further up the pitch, like doing what he does best. But he looked like he'd done the tackling very well the other day.
Yeah, I mean, Paquetá, he was just everywhere in that game.
Everywhere.
His work rate was unbelievable. And it's funny because the day of the game in the morning, I was speaking to some friends and I was saying, 50, 60 mil after he's what he's done for us, if we're going to reinvest it, probably take it. But on that performance, and if he played like that every week, there's no way you'd accept that money because he was brilliant. He was so good.
I hate seeing players take that penalty. The way he takes it, I hate it. I literally, it drives me insane. It was as cool as a cucumber, but I cannot stand it. And so many people miss them now, don't they, when they do it like that?
I know. I hate it. But
he got it done
in the end. That's all that matters, isn't it?
I was surprised Bowen never took it. Actually,
no, I think Pack is our penalty taker, isn't he? But I think normally he goes the way Sells dived. Actually, he's just Sells obviously done his own work, and I think he knows that, and he's just sent him the other way. So I mean, a penalty
great celebration though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
We needed that. It was nice, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was because we've just been kicked lately, haven't we? So the fans, it was a little pick me up. It was nice to see.
Obviously, on the day of the match, it was reported that he'd refused to travel the day before. And it wasn't him, it was a Gerd. Now, I've got to say, some fucking front he's got after the performances he's had for our club, and he wants to get out. Fuck me, I've got to be honest with you. I'm so glad he has gone. Fucking useless, that geezer. And any West Ham fan that told me that he was a good player, quit football. Just stop watching because you're an idiot. Because he is useless. Couldn't. I'm so glad he's gone. And on that note, just about showed what he was. Spineless little cock weasel.
Weasel. They've got fairly decent money for him as well, don't we?
Who do we sell him to? What idiots paid that for him?
I guess it. They also got Emerson as well. Yeah, they also got Emerson, so that kind of counteracts us getting
sad to see Emerson
nothing
go.
for Emerson.
Yeah, Emerson. If you're a Marseille fan, you got a much better player in Emerson than you have again. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sad to see Emerson go. I'd love to have known what really went on there because that seemed so weird, like with Emerson.
Yeah. Probably had a little fallout with Potter, I think, over timekeeping or something back in the day. But you'd think that they'd get over that, and
it was a weird one. Yeah, it's sad one to see him, and thankful for everything he done with us because I really liked Emerson.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big news on Saturday, I suppose, or Sunday, whatever day it was we played, was Somerville. What a difference we looked with a bit of pace. And I'm going to say as well, Callum Wilson, it's so hard because we're all kind of not trying to give Callum Wilson plaudits, but it's not because, and I think that's what we should set the record straight here. No West Ham fan hates Callum Wilson. And actually all I think, that he'd do a decent job. I think we hate the signing of a 33-year-old injury-prone striker. That is not who our club should be looking to bring in. I think that is it. It's not a personal Callum Wilson thing. And I think now it's been done, we've got to just get over it and just we got to support him. Because I think we all know if he's fit, he's a great striker. Like, it's simple as that.
Scores goals.
I'd say he was brilliant. And maybe the way he's coming on doing these little 30 minutes are what we should be doing with him, not starting him. But we all know it is going to fall off the cliff and he's going to get injured. Like that is going to happen. So I do think, though, he gives everything when he plays. And he looks really lively in both games. I thought against Chelsea he was really good as well. Like, he looked lively and tried. But Somerville completely changed the game. Yeah, it was so nice to have him back, wasn't it?
Oh, breath of fresh air. And just going back to Wilson, it felt like that's when he come on. I mean, it was chalk and cheese between his performance and Fulker. I thought Fulker was pretty poor in that game. But when Wilson was on, it felt like we had a proper striker up front. Like we haven't felt like we've had a proper striker for so long, have we?
No.
Like even when Antonio's up front, he's all over the shop. But Wilson he's a proper target man, a proper forward, and he was. I mean, I think he had 4 shots on target, which is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
But Somerville, just that pace, that directness, it
was so nice to see someone have a go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Calls murders, and that is having him back if we can keep him fit. I really liked when we signed him. I was so excited when we signed him because I watched him quite a bit for Leeds. And and the other one that I always quite wanted from Leeds was Gnotto. I always thought he was quite a good player.
I did too, yeah. I felt the same.
But Somerville, when we got him, I thought this is such a brilliant signing. And obviously he's been injured. And we kind of forgot about him, to be honest with you. Even we said we just forgot that he was there. But we did say, when he's back, what are they going to do with his system? Because there's no way you can play wing-backs with him. What do you think? So, the difference a win makes, obviously people are now saying, oh, no, we're good, and all this. I think we're still in big, big trouble. It'll be interesting to see Magassa. Is it Magassa, his name?
Yeah.
Because I did say having like midfielders will change our team, and having Somerville in that team and playing 4-3-3. But we've gone into a season now where Mavropanos is our number 1 centre-back. Now...
My man.
Your man. Mavropanos and Kilman are now our number 1 centre-backs. Are they good enough? Can they keep consistent enough for that amount of time? I don't know. Can they keep you up?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Mavropanos had a solid game.
Me too. Thought the whole defence played well.
He gives me nightmares when he's on the ball still, but he's just an old school, no nonsense, no frills defender, isn't he? I think as a second, like as a reserve centre half, he's perfect for most clubs. I think actually, but as a starter. You would be a little bit worried. He probably shouldn't be a starter, should he? Like
week in, week out. Like we've all said, like he shouldn't really be there this season, and now he's our starter. It does make me very worried. And the strike force with full crew, he's looked poor in the last couple of the games. Wilson, how long can you bank on him? And then we've also got the 2 boys going to African Cup of Nations. So that means you're going to have a defence of Walker-Peters, Mavropanos, Kilman and Scholes when they're away. It doesn't read like top drawer Premier League And then, let's be honest, with a keeper that's been flapping all over the place as well. Obviously not in this game. And hopefully that continues. Did we do enough business to turn it around? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either. And you know, as much as that win is just what we needed, and it was vital.
100%. And it's definitely going to change the mood, without a doubt.
Yeah, but
and may send you into Spurs with enough on the bounce that you can do something.
Oh yeah, no,
because Spurs are not a great side. Let me tell you.
No. But what I was going to say is that I think for the ball, they're like, oh, so we don't need to, you know, we're fine, sort of thing. Or maybe we don't need to spend the money we thought we were desperately going to have to keep us up, sort of thing. And I definitely think that that's what they've done, because even with Agard going, you've got to replace him.
And we've replaced him with the 5th choice Brighton centre-back. So
not enough, is it?
I know he's got a Brazilian name, but how bad is this geezer to be 5th choice at Brighton? Like, obviously the only time we've ever seen him is in Bowen going past him in Fiorentina. Now, I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know enough about the bloke to know if he's any good or not. I know nothing about him, but that kind of says it all, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and I don't think he started that final, but I can remember him. I think he came on, and I was just thinking, yeah, I like the look of this. I like the look of us getting past this fella, and we did. So yeah, it doesn't hold too much hope about his. And obviously, he can't get nowhere near the Brighton side, so he can't necessarily be that good. You know, we needed to bring a body in, but we really needed to bring someone of quality. We needed someone of quality at centre half anyway, didn't we? And then we lose another defender.
Well, we've lost the guy who started every game. So yeah, that is really worrying to me.
Yeah.
We're still a Bowen injury away from being in big trouble for me.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
As much as I want to be positive, and I'm trying to be positive this week, because it's funny, like some of the comments I've had on Instagram this week, you're so pessimistic, you think you go down, we just battered Forest, and you're just like, mate, don't fall into that trap. Like you can get a freak win. We were battered by Wolves, Chelsea, Sunderland previous to that. So and actually Bournemouth and Everton in the summer as well, Manchester United. So I'm not falling into a trap that we're all good now. I actually worry that we probably need to be bringing someone in. Is there anyone on the free transfer list? I know Josh Brownhill's obviously available.
Still hanging around.
Yeah. Maybe he's a bit more realistic on wages now. Would he do a job for us? I don't know. Is that someone you want? I'm not sure.
No.
I don't really know enough about him. I know he scored a lot of goals last year, but he's not a goal-scoring midfielder, predominantly for his career. I wonder if there's any centre-halves. Sterling, he hasn't had his contract ripped up, so he couldn't go to the Premier League now because it would be a loan move, wouldn't it?
Okay, so he couldn't go.
I don't believe so because it would be a loan. He's not a free transfer. Free transfers can go at any time. We had no one come in for Sterling, really. And Disassi, I saw we were looking at Disassi for, I think he would have been all right for us. Harvey Elliott, 35 mil. Oh.
With an obligation as well. A loan with an obligation at the end.
35 mil. I think he wanted to play Champions League football.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Don't know what's going on at Villa at the minute. What about Emi Martinez as well? Could you have got him for 25 mil, 30 mil? I don't know. The same sort of price we paid for Hamadson.
I doubt.
I can't believe someone hasn't bought him in. That's mad, I think.
What's that?
Can't believe someone hasn't bought him in.
Well,
can't believe Chelsea haven't gone and got him. Like, would have been great at Chelsea.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah.
Chelsea, I think, are lacking a centre half and a goalkeeper badly.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I think it was a mad move. And obviously, Manchester United, how they not gone and bought in Donnarumma or Martinez? Madness. Brought in a young kid in to be a Man United goalkeeper. It's got That has got calamity written all over it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier with Potter changing the system, Amorim seems to be wedded to this formation, which is clearly not working. But it's as if he's, that is the formation they're going to play no matter what. And at least with Potter, you can see that he's open, to
which is mad because I said
it.
Why did we not play this once in pre-season at all? We never even went into a 4-3-3 at all at any point in pre-season, which is so crazy now. And that's where you look and you go fair play for changing it. Then you go, are you just throwing Hail Marys now?
Yeah.
And hoping something will work, which maybe sometimes you have to do, I get.
Yeah.
So let's get to that then, the manager. Mourinho's just gone. Would you
Jose.
Would you like Jose?
I love
I'm
Jose.
going to caveat with that. I don't think there's any chance in the world our owners will ever have Jose Mourinho.
No, I mean, that is a disaster waiting to happen. That is a 6-month job of Jose, falling out of our owners and then just disappearing. I love Jose. I've always loved him. I do think his best days are behind him. For the sheer box office and entertainment, it would be amazing. But for the progress and future of West Ham, probably not at this time, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm torn, but I just can't see it ever working. Him with our owners.
No, neither do I. Because I think he exposes them. I think he shouts his mouth off and does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
What about Ange?
I've always been quite a big fan of Ange. Before he went to Tottenham, that's who I wanted West Ham to get.
Yeah.
And I actually think, obviously, the way he played in the Europa League in the later stages, where he was much more pragmatic, he knew that he couldn't play the way he was playing every week in the Premier League. I think he'd sort of learnt his lesson a little bit. I think I would take Ange. Out of all the managers that are available, he hasn't got a job. That's exactly what our owners like.
I don't know.
I'd be tempted. But then
I was last year.
Tottenham connection as well.
But I think Spurs have got a much, much better defence than what we have.
Yeah.
And I would think we'll get torn to pieces with his way of football.
Well, if he plays the way he did at Spurs, then we've got no chance. Absolutely no chance. No. I think he.
Oh, two more I'll think of. Someone else who's could be on the brink. Brendan Rodgers.
I don't know, Brendan Rodgers.
He's a bit like, he's been, I don't know, I'm agree, has he spent false or not? I don't, been around the block.
I don't know.
Done well at Leicester, he won them the FA Cup, didn't he?
He seems to do all right, Brendan Rodgers, for a period, doesn't he? Football's usually pretty decent, his style of football and that. I quite like him as a
I like
as a
Brendan
man,
Rodgers
as a
as well,
manager.
yeah.
I don't know.
And last one,
It wouldn't be the
Nuno.
worst appointment. It wouldn't be the worst appointment.
No. Nuno?
And again, no, I quite like. He's actually done well. He wasn't given time at Spurs, really, was he?
No.
Wolves, brilliant, and that team he built and the players he had and the football they played was brilliant. And again, what he's done at Forest has been outstanding again. And their style of football. I think I'd take Nuno if he was available. I think I would take Nuno. There's definitely worse appointments out there.
Again, falls out the chairman. If it ain't his way, falls out the chairman. This is what's happening. He's gonna go from Forest without a doubt. After speaking out about that chairman, you're gone, aren't you? There's no way you're staying there.
Writing's on the wall.
Yeah, I think they're interviewing others. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Ange or someone goes in there. Apparently, Ange is really good friends with Marinakis.
Okay.
So, both Greeks, so I think the writing's on the wall. But yeah, look, I'm glad we shouldn't be talking about Graham Potter losing his job after that win. We've now got to follow it up against Spurs. That's a big game now, isn't it? That Spurs game, because they've just come off a loss. Is it at home?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a big game, that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a big game, isn't it? But this seems even bigger. Maybe not as big as if we'd lost to Forest for Potter, but it's a big game. It's a huge game, and obviously we never ever want to lose to them scumbags. So,
do you know what is so funny? Spurs fans, they are as deluded as ever because they feel that they're like a Champions League. You know, like they won Europa League and they've qualified through Champions League. Like you would think they finished second in the league last year. The way they're talking of like, well, because we're a Champions League club, we'll go for Champions League again this year. And you're like, are you fucking mad?
Hang on a minute.
You're so far off the fucking pace. It's unreal. Like you've signed a couple of loan signings. Xavi Simons was a good signing though. From
I know.
And is it Moani?
The French lad.
Yeah,
up top. Yeah,
they bought in a couple of good loans, didn't they? At the end, which is
quality players.
Yeah, quality players. Paulinho was a great signing for them. Kudos was a good signing as well. Good signing. Yeah. But yeah, they're nowhere near a Champions League club. And I said it about Man United as well. They are so off the pace. It's unreal. They are useless. Yeah, I don't know how that geezer's still got a job.
Yeah, I don't think he will have much longer. Again, they needed to sort out their centre midfield, and they haven't addressed it.
At all. Needed to do it 4 years.
They're not going to do anything without changing that midfield, and now they can't. So
it's crazy, isn't it? It's like us, and that's where I look. We addressed ours in the last week of the thing. Why wasn't that addressed before? Why wasn't that addressed in June? Like. Surely you had targets. Like maybe we couldn't get them over the line. Listen, it's like the Isak deal. Why weren't that done early? Because Newcastle have just screwed themselves, really. But you knew he's going, and you've waited all that time. They said we can't get the ones in, but now everyone. Why didn't they get him in early, knowing he was going to go? Because now they've paid. I know for a fact. Vissa in January was available for 30 million. I know it for a fact. And Nottingham Forest were taking him, but they then bid 25. They didn't get him. They should give 55 mil for him. Because it's madness.
Yeah.
I don't think
even
the other fella,
the German fella, obviously Voltemolde or whatever, they give 70 for him?
I saw a Merson talking about that, saying how on earth have they not gone for Nicholas Jackson? And actually, I do agree with that.
I agree as well.
Jackson's young. He's played in the Premiership. He scored in the Premiership. He's a better player. Well, we don't know. Yeah. I don't know who the German is, but exactly, I don't know who he is. Yeah, so that's a bit with the club where I go. It's weird that they haven't got that done. I think they've got out of trouble a little bit by that win at Forest. I think Potter's saved a lot of people there. I think the balled out stuff will probably stop a little bit more. Lose to Tottenham, and we'll be back in the same spot. Get hammered by Tottenham, we'll be back where we started. Yeah. I hope not, though. I do hope we can just kick on a little bit.
Yeah, no, I do too. And I mean, going back to transfer window, and you'd like to think that Potter and McCauley are trying to build something, and it's one of those. It's going to take time. But if you look at the profile of the players that they brought in, see Diouf, Magassa, Fernandez, even the keeper's a young keeper at 25. You know, this is.
It's nice to see our age group coming down, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know, they're young. They've got, you know, a bit dynamic. They're pacey. This is what we want. And so it might take a few windows for him to get all the type of players he wants in. He's not the sort of manager who's just come in and everything's going to change. It's going to be a slow process with him. But yeah, it's just whether he's going to get the time, whether he's going to get the results to really build. But hopefully, we are seeing signs that he's starting to build a younger, more dynamic squad, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the good thing about the transfer.
I was just thinking did Rodriguez go? He didn't, did he?
No, so we're still stuck with him, unfortunately.
And Irving.
Yeah, I mean, all that talk about Irving leaving, he's still here. I was going to say, I don't know. he done all right when he come on the weekend. But what I did notice was if James Ward-Prowse had come on, it stayed on that pitch any longer, Forest would have definitely found a way through.
And it seems, but he is Potter's favourite, isn't he?
Yeah, which is worrying because, to be fair, he starts the game pretty well. I mean, he hasn't really got legs. He's so slow, but he starts the game well, and he is a neat and tidy player. But he doesn't give you anything offensively. He doesn't give you anything.
No.
And even his set pieces now are not great. And he is the weak link, so I'm hoping he isn't Potter's favourite because he is a bit of a weak link. But hopefully Magassa comes in and replaces him because I did notice they were cutting through us in that midfield area, and he just couldn't get anywhere near. He couldn't get anywhere
we got a
near
special guest behind us.
Who's that? Oh, hello.
Come around here.
The biggest West Ham fan.
This is the biggest West Ham fan. Her name is Minnie Puff, isn't it? Do you know that? That's Addy.
Minnie,
say hello.
Minnie the Iron.
Minnie, give us an irons to the camera.
Yeah.
So you're coming on the West Ham podcast, are you? Yeah? Okay. Was it good that West Ham won at the weekend? Yeah? Oh, can you do your Lucas Paquetá dance? Come on. You got to stand on that table. Stand there. Just sold my car to Lucas Paquetá.
There we go. Look at this. Got the moves as well.
Nice hair. You're going to go and get ready for riding? Yeah. Bye.
There we go.
Shut that door after a minute. So, Puffer has come to say goodbye. Say hello, sorry. Do you think Bowen will start for England? Or do you think he'll go Madueke?
I mean, if it's out of them two, it should be Bowen. Definitely. But he seems to love Madueke, doesn't he?
Yeah.
In the previous
I
games,
think Bowen deserves to start for England. It's weird. And I think a lot of West Ham fans will say the same because we watch him more. I think Bowen is exactly what we're missing for England.
Yeah.
Because I think he's more direct and a bit more rough. I think he works incredibly hard going back. I think he's quite compact. And I think if you had Bowen and Gordon on the wings, I think we would be a very different side. You've got to remember, you've got Harry Kane that you can put balls into as well. I think we'd be a really different side. And that's not obviously saying Saka is no good. I would just love to see Bowen get a proper chance. Because he's done well every time he's played for England.
And I think he's just getting better and better as well. Like, he technically now, he's top
That goal
level.
was so good the other day. But the one where he went through, where Wilson took it off his foot, that was so... I don't know how he did that. It should have been impossible because it was like someone should have just been able to knock that off his foot, but they couldn't. He was incredible. I think he's funny. I reckon Bowen is up there, one of my favourite ever West Ham players.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one of mine. Everything about him as well, his attitude, the way he is as a person and the way he plays, he's just brilliant. Love him.
I'd like to see him a bit more vocal, actually.
I would have loved him to. Yeah, no, I agree. But I think he's got that quiet presence about him now. I think he's starting to.
That's who he is.
Yeah. But I think he's starting to grow into that leadership role. And he definitely commands respect from the team. I do wish he'd scored that goal though. I wish Wilson. That's typical striker mentality, but he would have got it would have been
one of the goals of the season, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it's such.
Although
a shame.
actually, Slobosai's free kick, you will never see a better free kick than that. How far out was it? Has anyone? Do you know how far out it was? I was actually trying to Google how far out it was the other day.
It was 30. It did look. It looked further. Someone said it was 32 yards, but I think it was. It looked further than that.
Yeah,
it reminded me of Payet's at Old Trafford. It's exactly the same goal, basically.
Because my first instinct to that was keeper should save that, and then when you see it back, you're like, there is no way the keeper's saving that. Don't matter where he was in the goal. It was the pace he puts on. Oh, imagine being able to hit a ball that hard.
I know.
It was incredible, wasn't it? But Bowen's, I think, would have been up there. It was a shame because it would have been a great goal. But yeah, I'd like to see him get a chance for England. I think because they're playing this week now, aren't they?
Is it this weekend?
which gives Potter a bit of time with the side.
Yeah.
I wonder how Tadebo's going to be now. He's been dropped. He's a bit of a worry for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he a negative person in there?
Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't know why I think that he is. You know, like I think because he had the row with Lopetegui, didn't he? So, but maybe he's not, and being a bit unfair on him. But yeah, that's someone I worry about when he's not playing. But yeah, I see Lewis Orford might be going off to Stevenage.
I think he's gone.
He has gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
I was trying to get him to Charlton, so I put Carlton in touch with the owner of Charlton. They met up last week because Carlton does all the loans there, and he was saying that might be trying to get Lewis Orford down there. So I knew about that one a couple of weeks ago, but obviously Charlton didn't need him. And Urfi's not gone out on loan. He's gonna fight. He's a player I can't wait to see, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Obviously, we didn't sign another forward, but I mean, he's an attacking player. But he's the one I think, maybe with Orford as well, has got a lot of potential, and he could maybe, you know.
I like Orford when I see him.
Orford?
Yeah.
Done well. Reminds me a lot like Frank Lampard, that type of player.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I like him. There's something I like about him when I see him. He looks like in control. His head's always up. I like that about him. But that's it really for today. But it's good week.
More upbeat, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, good weekend. In the week wasn't too good.
But obviously, me and you, West Ham fans, we're so passionate about our club. And just winning, it changes your whole outlook.
It was so good. Spurs lost, Arsenal lost, Millwall lost, and West Ham won. It was just it was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what? It was so good for me because I got up early, right? I was in New York to watch Oasis, and it was the start of the day. So I went to watch West Ham, and I thought, why am I going? It's going to ruin my day. But it didn't. It gave me that kick to go on then. I felt so good when we won that it was the perfect day in the end. So it was brilliant, but it does change everything. I just hope we can get something against Spurs. Even if it's a draw. You know, just a bit of that progress, just to get Potter. I'd love to get Potter some breathing room. So he's not just fighting the fan base. I don't want to see the man foul. We'd love to see him work. Because he does seem a genuinely nice person.
Yeah.
So that's something I do hope. But are you going, Spurs?
Yeah, I'll be there, mate. Yeah, I'll be there.
Whew, okay. Well, keep the questions coming in. Obviously, if you haven't subscribe. And we will see you all on the old long form chat next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something next week.
All right.
Because we've got we ain't got any game, have we?
No, I was going to say, yeah. I thought you meant that.
Maybe we'll do a bit of nostalgia or something next week. But I'm sure it's West Ham United. I'm sure there'll be a talking point that comes up, like probably someone's walked out or something like that.
It's literally like EastEnders, isn't it?
Anything could happen within a week because we're happy at the minute. But anyway, let's enjoy being happy for one whole week at least.
Well, we've got 2 weeks, haven't we?
2 weeks.
2 weeks each. 2 weeks.
Massive.
Being
Come on,
massive.
you Irons.
What a club.
See you later, Ad.